StudioLight is here with another one-day special. We had a first look at 6 p.m. and here now at 8 we have got, of course, we still have got the marvelous and the wonderful, the dazzling Louis.
I know the first bit, but I don't know the second bit. Where's the dazzling?
It's
because I look like I've got an overall on it.
Oh, no, it looks full of colour.
I know.
Yeah,
colour.
You know,
like you, colour?
Well, a
yeah,
little
but
bit.
we have to have a bit of black with it. It's
Yeah, I don't.
colour.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not completely gotten rid of the black. Now, the one-day special. You have got two options. You have got falling foliage and hibernation habits. Now, this is the first option, which is the falling foliage, and you can see there you are getting 2 sets of dies, 2 sets of stamps. Now, I'm going to mention beforehand that, of course, they are based in the Netherlands, StudioLight, so there is a dispatch today from the 10th of August. Now, if you go for the one-day special, whether it is a falling foliage or maybe hibernation habits, which is the one below, you are going to get 2 stamp sets, completely different from each other, and 2 dies. There it is. So you have got those 2 options. You have got a saving in each of £8. You're just paying £24.96 plus P&P. 20% of the falling foliage has already gone. Now, if you wanted to them, the item number is 251864 is your item number, as I was mentioning. You can say here the stamps from the foliage option, and maybe look at the dies from the falling foliage. Is really difficult to say when I say it. Right, that is the option that we have got. If you wanted to go for more, for all the brand news, we do have that option, and it's going for a complete collection. But let's see, and you can see the details at the bottom of the screen. However, hold your horses. Just let's show you exactly what we have got new and what completes that collection. Then this next bundle that we have got is the Fall Horizons. And Fall Horizons, that's what it is. And you can see here, you have got an embossing folder with the dies that cut into the card. So the embossing folder, once it is one pass, you can see that, and it will emboss it, and of course it will die cut those elements into here. So you can do things like this to add the one at once, emboss and cut. But also you will be able to do something like this. Isn't that this is so beautiful. Now, if I turn the lights on, you can see the light coming through from those leaves in between. Now, if you wanted to say no, how to do this, there is a 7-day savers that is a kind of a corkscrew LED lights, so you could use them in combination and have the corkscrew is like this and the back of it. Right, that is the one bundle that has got the embossing folder, the dies, the silhouette dies, and also that paper pad that is 36 sheets in here, 15 by 15 centimeters. You are getting 9 designs, and you are getting 36, so that I don't know how many designs for, is it so? Oh, my maths are horrible. 3 of each, exactly. Yeah, of course, 3 of each. 170 is 170 GSM. Now, I don't know why I went 170. Now, this one, of course, it has got a £5 saving. Now, then we have got autumn showers. This is my favorite because it features another embossing folder with a die in here. But look how gorgeous that is. Look how stunning that is. Now, you could be doing something simple like this as well. Perfect for brighter days are ahead. You also are getting the die in here, which is stunning, absolutely stunning, and it's like a wreath or a bird's nest, and you're getting all the different elements. And if I show you here, you can see it here, that element in there. Now, that also comes with another paper block, but that's a completely different from the previous bundle. But again, you are getting 36 sheets, 9 designs, 3 of each, and you are getting them printed beautifully into 170 GSM. Now this bundle has got a £5 saving, £16.97 is all you're paying, 760955 is your item number. Then we have got another brand new bundle here for you. It's the background stamps. You are getting 2 of the clear ones. You are getting the beautiful leaves as well as that kind of, it's a spider web, but also kind of thinking that, you know, the rings of a tree, sort of, you could create it a little bit in there.
Absolutely.
And of course you have got the spider there as well if you want to incorporate it. Think about Halloween as well. Think about Thanksgiving, the sort of, not necessarily as a celebration, but as a motif in here. And let's say that I'm so glad that Janice isn't in work,
Yes.
as Emily was saying. I was saying that she has got a phobia, a real proper phobia of spiders. Now you're also getting a paper block here, which has been die cut, printed and beautifully decoupaged. You are getting two sheets of each design. You are getting more than 300 paper elements, including die cut sentiments. Now this bundle has another £5 saving, £19.97 is what you are paying, 811899. Finally, brand new today, we have got a paper pad. You are getting 8 of the A4, 8 of the A12 by 12. You're getting 4 designs of each, 2 of each, if you know what I mean. Now, what you are getting is beautiful autumnal inspired papers that give you the ability to create a lot of different things, including die cutting them with the beautiful dies that are in the one day special. It makes a lot of sense to go for the papers. Remember that you are getting 8 A4 and 8 12 by 12s. 4 designs of the 2A4 and 4 designs of the 12 by 12, 2 of each. And you have got a £4 saving. Now, if you wanted to go in the one day complete collection, you only are going to get 4 of each of the 12 by 12 and 4 of the A4. So that means that only a £2 saving is carried forward from this bundle. But a £5 from this bundle, a £5 from the falling, the autumn showers, a £5 from the gorgeous, embossing folder with the tree, and then £8 from the falling foliage, £8 from the hibernation habits, that it carries forward. So we are talking plus an additional £10 saving, so £43 saving in total. However, do not buy it if you are not a Freedom member yet, because if you are not a Freedom yet, become one, because you are going to save more money if you become a Freedom member. You just pay £6.97 per month. You will have free PMP for the remaining of the month, but you also are getting a further additional discount in this. So you are gonna save actually £52.93 if you are a Freedom member. So it's an additional £9.93, plus you're not going to pay PMP, so in total it's even a bigger saving. Now that was a lot of numbers, wasn't it? Right. You also have got the FlexiBuy option. You can mean that you can split out the cost into 3 interest-free payments, which means that if you're a Freedom member, the first payment today will be just £29.79, which means that you are only paying about £5 more than you would be paying for the one day special on its own, one of the options of it. So that is the complete collection, the wonderful autumn complete collection of a StudioLight. 537943 is your item number. Now, more dies. Now, these ones, this comes in a new configuration. They are the journal dies. They are a staple of a StudioLight. They are phenomenal. Now, this bundle includes all 4 of them, and I adore them. They give you intricate detail. They give you the base, the foundation, and they give you mats and layers as well. So much you can do with them. Think about pockets for your mini albums. Think about creating cards that are original in shape. Look at that. Imagine sending this. This is so different from anything else. It's just like, you know that this is handmade, don't you? You can use them as bunting as well. Think about making a autumnal bunting in here. Think about the little cards that you can do, like mini place setting places, or maybe go with the menus in here. Weddings, think about just beautiful cards to send over. you also are getting the intricate detail of some of them. So for instance, this one, which is the last one, you can cut into the card, and how well it combines with the one-day special here. Now, if you want to go for all 4 of them, you have got a saving of £4, £39.96 is what you are paying. 920465 is your item number. Now, there is also sets of bundles of 2 if you wanted to for a smaller one. Check those ones on the website, but the complete collection of the fabulous autumn collection is already gone. Now, we are very busy, and we are 30% of the complete collection has already gone. You are getting 73 individual pieces. Now, if you are a Freedom member, that means that it works out at £1.20 per item, and that includes, imagine paying £1.20 for a beautiful set of dies, a £1.10-20 for one of those stamps. This is how it works out when you realize that you're only paying £89.36 for 73 pieces in total. And that is the StudioLight wonderful autumn collection. And without further ado, shall we join Lou?
You can. I'm messing. Right. Well, now I've sort of done the die cutting on telly and looked it up a bit. Well, not looked it up, but shown you what I can do. I just wanted to say, the dies at the end are stunning. They're absolutely stunning. I didn't realise how many beautiful shapes. I've just got this one here, and I'm just looking at not the die as such. I'm looking at those shapes.
Yeah.
Right, and the fact that we have got all these shapes in it, and we've got right and left, we've got opposing ones. So that's a quid, 120. Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just those things, because in between all them, you've got so many configurations that you can do. I mean, the little flower out of one will sit quite nicely there. Yeah. They all mix and match, but I'm just looking at all the things I could do with this. I'm looking at the shapes of clouds that I could cut off there. I'm looking at and I'm just thinking, goodness me, it's not until you actually get them that you realise just how much you get in one set. And I've already done one, but I'll show you how I've worked it. I've been looking at different papers I've got, and I thought, right, I'm going to use different papers and see what I'm going to get with just one paper. And I'll have to use a base card, but I'll use one piece of paper to show you what sort of effects you can get. So I've picked this one, which I think is really nice. Going back to what you said about the spider's web, you could easily do that, and you can stamp on top of this.
I love that paper.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And you know what? Seriously, honestly and truthfully, I'm stood here and I'm going, right, I'm going to pick one I don't really like. And I really, honestly, I can't find one I don't like.
Because it's such a beautiful warming palette. It's kind of something like being embraced by colour.
That's so true. That's what I felt. To me, there's a word I use for this sort of colour, and you're going to laugh. I call it fuzzy. Warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, it is. It's like hot cocoa in a kind of autumn night, and you just had wrapped around, and that golden light and the golden leaves, and you know, it's just. That's
exactly what it is, and that's what I think. Autumn. There's one of the sayings says that, you know, the leaves are flowers, are autumn's flowers, just something like that, and I just thought that's beautiful.
Yeah, autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower.
That's the one, and I just think that's so cool. Yeah. I really like that. Now I'm going to be a bit mean here and think, right, well, how am I going to set this out? So I've done this for you to make sure that you know how much you can get out of your dies and paper. So that's not the same size. I tend to, because I want it sort of symmetry, some sort of symmetry, I'll put the first one like that. Then the second one, I'm going to put the second one on. Now, I don't know how they've managed to do that. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but they have. They've done it. Right, now I take that down, but because I can just put that on there,
fitting all in one page, you mean?
Yeah, all on one page. And because it's front and back on these now, I'm doing it wrong way, so if it goes wrong...
And
it's... Oh, I've got to move over here, sorry.
No, it was me. I was...
Right, Oh, look what I've done. Right, what I've done is, see, I told you, am I right? Novice. Right, come on. Well, there, that's better. But, ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. This is what I mean. Tape it down, guys. Tape it down. I phoned my other half during the break, and he went, "Why haven't you got any masking tape?" I said, "Why did you have to get Molly to get it?" Yeah. I was like, "Right, I know. I'm sorry."
Well, right. Molly is. Oh, Molly, there is my roll on outside on the trolleys.
No, I've got. You can have it.
Yes,
Got it back now. Here, I'll decorate it for you. So. Yes, but they are very obliging here, and that was me. I went a little bit too, but actually, this is well over what we've got to do. I think we're being very careful here. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah. Right. So I've got the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. I'd like to say I'm very organised, and I want loads of magnetic sheets. And many years ago, I started like that, but it's gone out of the window now. So if you have got ways of keeping your dies straight,
magnetic sheets,
do it, do that. Yeah. But there's a shape on this one. You can't lose it, can you? But I have. There's a shape on it, and it's got this. Oh, there it is. And this is. It cuts in and doesn't cut out. So you've got a cutout. So if I wanted to, I could just put that in there. It's that way, I think, sorry. That way. I know it fits somewhere, yeah? And then I can just cut that out, and it'll have those cutouts, but it won't cut it out of the actual shape. You have to use it in there. So it fits in there. That makes more sense for you. And you can cut it out. But I've not done that. I just wanted to show you. I've already got one cut. So one piece of paper. Hardly any waste, and if there is any waste, all you'd do with that is just use that for your bits and bobs and writing stuff on. So if I have it that way, then that means when I put these on, I do it the opposite way. So the next size would be that way. No. I have to get this right now. Bear with me. It's like it. And then this size would be that way. So one piece of paper, and it all matches like that. And you've got, to me, what a wonderful, now a couple of them, yeah, that's even better. But this is the die cut out, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's die. I mean, Paola's got it there. But I've done that out of one piece of paper.
Yeah, wow.
So if you've got one piece of paper that you really like and you want it, that's all done from what, I mean, the girls are amazing. I've got to thank the DT, they're amazing. But I just wanted to show you how simple they cut out. I have done one. I've done another one, which leads me into that. Now, I am not a parcher, any at all.
Yeah, that's
never. I've done it once with the lovely Linda Williams, and I've never done it. So when I found this parchment in my pack, I was like, because I was at home and I'm like, what papers can I use? I'm going to use these papers because they're beautiful autumn colours. And I thought, no, right. So I found parchment.
Oh.
So I thought, well, I'll make a card, but I'm going to use parchment. So this might go wrong. I'm really, oh no. Anyway, so one of the dies that the set, it's got a flower on it. It's I'll show you the one I've got, or have you got one there? I keep putting them away tidily.
Oh yeah, you are very tidy.
It's got like flowers at the top.
Okay.
I'll show you. There we go. And the little flowers pop out. So what I did was I die cut the background and I did it in two. So I've got like a pearly.
Yeah, I put it in the other one.
Yeah,
at the end.
sorry, it's me. I'm not tidying up anymore. Are you listening, Mark? I'm not tidying up anymore. That's it. So that's done in solid card. So I thought, right, I'll try that, but I'm going to put my slant on it because look at the way that it's so clever that it's gorgeous. Yeah. So I've got some brown because I've got it. And I've got this pearly card that I found, pearly paper. I found it's wonderful. I think it's from the lovely Pink Frog.
Oh, Yes.
It's beautiful.
Is the ice gold or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stunning and I love it. And I found it in my cupboard and I thought, right, I'm having that. So I cut out 2 of those and then I thought, right, I'm going to cut out these. And I got the different colours of parchment and I cut out loads of them and then I cut the flowers out as well. I cut a load of them out. So I wanted to see what I could assemble the same way to do a card out of my comfort zone, but why not? So got the shape. Now these fit on top like that. So you've got your layers. So going back to our £1.20 each. For all these layers, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's just
but actually,
mad.
that die isn't included in the one day.
Oh no, it isn't.
The complete is the dies.
Yeah, they're the eyes. Sorry, but if you think about dies, all the ones in the one day special have layers in them. So you know, you can do this with all of them, build them up. So here I've got parchment, black card and pearl card. Now, if I wanted to keep that, but that paper wasn't strong enough, I could easily just put that on the brown and strengthen it up. And then there's these. Now, these are stunning because, I'll do it this way and show you. Now, the lovely Molly again, as always, come to my rescue. She got me a mat. I don't know if it's the right mat, but it's good for what I'm doing. So I've got a big ball too. I know I've got a bigger one. I know the Parchers. I've got the name right this time. Jane told me.
Okay.
My friend Jane Telford.
Oh yeah,
I've got to call them Parchers.
Yeah, Parchers.
Parchers, yeah. So, and I did not at first see all this wonderful, wonderful detail. And I kept thinking, should that cut out? Should that be sort of stuck in there or is it not cutting right? And I really thought the die was a bit rubbish. And sorry to say that, but it's because it's all cut in and out, look. It's all three-dimensional. So what you do is you pull one forward and push one back and you get this wonderful. So I tended to just pull the outline forward, and you can see now, there.
Look, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning.
It's really lovely, and I've pulled that forward so you can see. But you know, in reality, if you wanted it, you could have the background push back, and then this forward, which really does stand up. So I really, 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 really loved them. And I thought, well, what else could I use? Because I'm only using die cuts. I'm not using anything clever. I've got loads of things planned for tomorrow. But I thought, no, I'm going to make something with what I've got. Not because there might be people out there, you know, on the group, like on the Facebook group, they say, well, how do you start? And there might be people with none of this. Yeah. All these machines or all these paints. So if you just get this, how do you build it up?
And we have got bundles that have got no embossing folder or no dies, so you can go for the stamps and the stamps and the die cut block. That could be perfect. That is one of the stamps that sets that we have got, and it's a phenomenal set. Also, you are only paying £19.97. You're getting 2 background stamps with a die cut block as well, and then the papers, add on the papers, and then you have got that, you know, kind of a stash to build on. That's a very good point.
Yeah, because there's people, and we've all done it, haven't we? And there's people, and we assume that everybody knows the same stuff, and they don't. You know, we all started somewhere. Now, we'll give you a tip, and the tip is make sure that you've got it the right way, because there is only one way of sticking it down. So don't think, oh, it's all right like that, I'll just stick it anyway. No, it has to be a certain way. So I'm just going to put a small gap there. Now I know that that's the right way. I don't use a lot of glue, and I'll tell you why. This is quite fine paper. And I don't mean that as it's thin, I mean it's a fine paper. So there is a difference, and too much glue, it's like the parchment. Yeah. It buckles it. So I decided I was just going to try that. Now, I hope that's the right way. And a little tip is always keep your eye on the bottom, on the sides, and then wiggle the middle. I always start with the 2 ends and then work in. Just works better for me that way. And then, if you have got some glue gel, use your glue gel, pull all these little elements forward, and then just let them sit where you want. Now, I tend to sort of hit and miss with this. I just tend to put... You're best off, really, if you can, is put it on a surface and then do that. And then it'll just be... The glue will just hit where you need it to. And then just get it right.
That looks so stunning.
Isn't that classy, that? That's
Very
really classy. I mean, you can spend hours. But
Yeah.
I tried it with the black, you know, as well, because I thought, I wonder if it with the brown, and it looked absolutely stunning just with the brown behind it. So you could go really sort of grungy with this as well. You could put all sorts of little what they call nuts and bolts on this, little screws. You could make it really sort of steampunk. I've not seen a lot of steampunk at the moment. Right, so again. There's only one way. Is it that way or that way? Try me. Ah,
No,
there
yeah,
it is. Got it.
No, you got it right.
Yeah, it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. You
Yeah,
like.
it
Is it
is.
that way? That way. Now you're going to spend more time, and there's people out there going, "What is she doing?" But I'm afraid.
Sometimes you need to get your,
I'm not messing it.
frustrations out with the paper and banging it with the...
Well, there's people out there who are experts, so why am I going to try and make out I'm one when I'm not? So I've got that.
No.
So you want it strong. Actually, with that on now, it's quite strong.
Yeah.
But then I've got my parchment bits. Now, I know from old that parchment is a right so-and-so to glue.
Yeah.
But I thought, how about if I glued it at the bottom and then...
Of course. And that die, the silhouette is stunning, and it's of course a part of the full collection, the complete collection.
Right.
And I think is the one that has got the fall horizon. So you have that die, the silhouette, just making sure that you know which one. It's either in the complete collection or is the Falling Horizon. I don't know who chose these names, but
Not
I
me.
will have to have a word with them.
Because
it's like,
sort of,
you are not making it easy for me.
No, they're not. They're not making it easy for you at all, my love. Right, what I'm going to do is there's a couple of things you can do. You can either stamp on the flower or you...
I love you.
I'm going to sort them out for you. I'm not having that. They don't look around with my friends.
I'll give you the names then later on.
Tell me the names. I'll sort them out. Yeah.
Hey, we're just joking.
Yeah,
by
we
the
are.
way, yeah?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I am only joking. What I'm going to get is the flower has got these capsicum. Capsicum is a pepper or chili, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking what I could do is I'm going to use this and this, but I'll do it any way you want. But I tell you what else I do like, the fact that they've put some colour on this. This is all new. They haven't normally done this before, put colour on the actual stamp plate, registration plate, so I'm quite happy with that. Now, you can use anything you want, and I'm thinking, that looks quite nice. Yeah, right. So that'll do. So I'm just going to put a little bit of black on it. Now, it might go wrong because I'm stamping on wrong surface, but I really don't care. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Oh. But you could do it at the bottom with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
So you've got like a mushroom look. And then... Right. So I've got the 3 there. I suppose you've got to let it, but with it being parchment, you've got to be careful, haven't you? You can't... So I thought, I'm going to have a go at this.
And of course, this stamp that you just used is part of the falling foliage of the one that is special, the option. Yeah, that's not easy to say as well, you know.
Right. Now I know I'm doing it all wrong, and I don't really care. And I'm just...
You know, you are like me. It's like, why do it right when you can do it wrong and get away with it?
Right. Well, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm not worried to say that I don't know everything, do I? So it's impossible. But I know that this works for what I'm doing. Whether it's the perfect or correct way, I'm sure it isn't. But for what I want, that works quite well. Yeah. So all I'm doing is I'm doing the parchment. Or sorry. To those people who I'm wrecking the parchment. If Barbara's watching, Barbara, I'm sorry, my love, I really am.
Or Jane.
Jane Telford.
Yeah, Josie Davinson.
Yeah, Josie and Linda.
Linda Spencer.
All of you, I'm sorry. Please don't get rid of me now just because you see me do this. But all I can say is it's beautiful paper, this. So all I'm doing is just the berries. Just the berries. I'm not doing anything else because I might go back in with a pencil because I know I can't really go in with water because Parchment don't like water.
Yeah. We have got an email
Oh,
now.
nice one.
I don't know who it's from. So it's printed. Kathy.
I bet it's about this.
Right. Good evening, Hochanda, lovely Paula, thank you. And the amazing Lou. Capitals for Lou.
Pay you later.
I am a huge fan of StudioLight and Lou, and you have brought a fresh view to so much of my crafting. This new collection focuses on my favorite season, autumn, and I am inspired with all the possibilities. Also, I have loved your past collections. I too am fascinated with women of the past 200 years that have really beat the odds and contribute to the world in their own way.
Absolutely.
I count you, Lou, as one of them.
Oh, goodness. Whoa!
That's a...
Whoa! I wasn't expecting... Wow! Wow! Thank you. You don't know what that means. I know there's people going out, oh, what's she...
No, but...
Oh, my goodness.
No, it means so much.
Look, seriously, get a close look at that. I've got chills. That really, that is... I can't tell you because...
Your hair, yeah,
the only one thing that I've always said when I was teaching was that I wanted to inspire others, and if I could do it for just one person, then I've done my job.
And I think you have done that to many people.
It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. And seriously, I am quite proud of that, considering I have never done...
It's gorgeous. I love the idea.
All right, just going to finish. Have I got time? Oh,
Yeah,
plenty of time. I'm only going to put a tiny bit of glue at the bottom. And what I've done is I've put the rose hips sort of going that way and then one in the middle. But it don't have to do this. If you were a proper patcher, I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. Paul Church is turning now, he's going like, oh, right, phoning her.
You know what? I do that, and I have been doing that for years. As long as you cover up, there is no... you know, there are certain wet glues that are extraordinarily wet, but if you're using a thick PVA or tacky glue, and you cover it up, I mean...
Well, it's parchment might not look right, but when I learn how to do it properly, and what I thought was, I quite like this here, so...
I love that.
I'm going to make it like part of it, because if I do it across all of it, it looks like so if I just make that individually like that, I can put that and just straighten it up. I think that will look better than me trying to fit it on, you know, trying to squeeze it all on. I might just, I like it, I purposely like it like that. And then the last one, and the fact is, I cut two together at once, so it will take a little bit. So I've got that roundness there, I want it there. So I'm just going to chop that off there. And take that a bit more rounder there, so it looks like it's made. Right, I'm going to glue that there, and hopefully you won't see, but if we've got enough, we've got a little bit of gap at the bottom, gives it a little bit more. I might have to take a little bit more off this one, but I'm not worried. Yeah, I think that's it. I think what you said before. Yeah. You've got to sort of not be worried. Once you take that away, then things don't worry you as much.
Absolutely.
You tend to do, I tend to do my best work then.
One of the sayings in this collection, in the one that is special, in the hibernation habits, is autumn shows how beautiful it is to let go.
That's so
to let
true.
go of the perfection, you know, seeking.
It is. You're so right. I think, well, I know I should stop while going's good, but what I think I'd like to do is just put, I think I'd just put a little, now see it won't work, it needs to be on that, but you could do a little bit of...
False stitching?
Yeah, because there's a little tiny edge on that. You can't really see it where it's embossed. And you could actually just go around on it. I'll do it on this one so you can see. But you can just see the embossing edge, and I'm wondering if I just did that, I'm stretching it, and oh, it is stretching. It's strange, that, isn't it? Right, yeah, it's just brought it out a little bit, and I think that looks quite nice.
It does.
It's like another layer, isn't it? So, anyway, what you can, I've got a bit here, stick, because you can't see it. I think I'd go over with pencils, because I think at the moment it looks a bit...
Yeah. Shall we let it? Shall you let you to reset for the next one?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do you want to have a look? There we go.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Get rid of that. I really like that.
That's gorgeous.
I'm proud of that.
And also, it's really different from the look of any other sample, and that shows how versatile the one day special is, and especially the complete collection. Yes. Now, of course, that features stamps. The stamps are from the one day special, the falling foliage. Falling foliage. I got it right. Yeah, it's just like it's a mouthful.
You hardest words in the world.
Yeah, it's falling. It just doesn't sound right to me. Falling foliage. Now you have got two sets of stamps, and this is one of the ones that Lou was using. You are getting also the mushrooms, the gorgeous imagery in there with sentiments like autumn is the second spring, when every leaf is a flower. You are getting the gorgeous tree. Let me grab a sample of the tree because it is so stunning. I don't know where I put it. And then you have got a swing in here as well. So you can see it here. Look at the swing in here. And the kind of background and foreground of the tree. You are also getting the border leaf, border die in here. That, a quarter of the stock of that option has already gone. Now, bottom is option number 2, is the hibernation habits. Now here you have got the hedgehog, you have got the squirrel in stamps, and also you have got a squirrel as a die. You have got the pumpkin, you have got mushrooms, you have got leaves, you have got the beautiful stamps that match it perfectly. And you can create cards like, let's put it that one here so you can see there. Look at that, how beautiful is that? Now 10% of the stock has already gone of the option, the hibernation habits. Now if you go for one of these options, you will have a £8 saving, £24.96. Now you're thinking, well, I want to go for both of them, but I want to also papers and I want more. There is a complete collection. The details of that will come out later. But remember that you have got a savings of in the one day special of £8 each. Then we have got the full horizon, and here we have got a horizon in the shape of that die that Lou was putting at the very end. And if I turn it there, you can see it maybe a little bit better, because you can see the shape of the two horizons, so the two sets of trees in there perfectly, so you can create shadow cards as well. Now that comes as well with this, how you call it, a die and emboss folder that creates the most beautiful, simple, elegant, classic cards like that. But think about this for a family album. Think about this to just put some lights, mixed media, and then you put some lights in here. Look at that. I just love this piece. Well done, Susie Jefferson, who has done this amazing sample. I have to say that all the samples, they are made by this amazing design team, and they are just incredible. And also in this bundle, you are getting a paper pad, 15 by 15 centimeters. You are getting 36 sheets, 170 GSM, 9 design, 3 sheets of each. And of course, you are getting them, you can see glue bound, so it means that you can take any of them when you want it. Look how gorgeous the cards are. They're beautiful. This one by Rachel Harris. 476703 is your item number for this bundle with £5 saving. Then we have got the autumn showers. Now in this one, you have got a different embossing folder that cuts into the paper and creates beautiful elements like this. You can see the embossed detail of the falling water, the raindrops there. Then you have got also a paper pad. Now that paper pad is different from the previous one. So if you go for both of them, you will have no repeats, but they will have coordinating, of course, color palettes with those warm golden tones from the autumn, the fallen leaves and the kind of reds and ochres and the kind of rusty colors. Perfect as well for cards for more masculine sort of feel to it. Also, I love this sample. I have to show you. Rachel Harris again. Look at the beautiful. How gorgeous is that? Now, if you want to go for this bundle, you also are going to get the dies in here, which are the beautiful wreath, kind of like a twig wreath, which also creates a lovely bird's nest. You have got a £5 saving in this bundle. £16.97 is what you are paying. 760955 is your item number. Another brand new bundle we have got here is the 2 background stamps with the die cut block. And the die cut block is where StudioLight, many of us started noticing StudioLight, because they are these paper pads that they have already kind of beautifully cut these elements. Now you're getting 2 sheets of each, and you are getting more than 300 elements in there. So you get even, look at him. So cute. 811-899 is your item number. You have got a £5 saving. You just paid £19.17. I know. I see cats and I go bananas. Then we have got the papers in here. Now, in the paper pads, AV pack, if you want to go for them, you're going to get 8 A4s and 8 12 by 12s. You are getting 4 designs of each, 2 sheets of each design. So in total, you are getting 16 pieces of paper. Okay, right now, if you are going for this, you have got a £4 saving, 858057. However, in the complete collection of the papers is just 4 sheets, so you are getting 1 design of a sheet per design, if you know, 4 A4, 4 12 by 12s. Therefore, the current saving for that is £2 saving. However, every other saving that I have mentioned is carried forward plus an additional £10. That means that if you're not a Freedom member, you have got a £43 saving. If you are a Freedom member, and it's a why not deal, and I will explain why, you have got an additional saving. Therefore, it brings it to £52.93. That means that you become a Freedom member if you enter the complete collection, because it will cost you £6.97, but that means that you're getting £9.93 savings plus an additional £2.95 because you do not pay P&P, and also means that you will not pay P&P on any purchases that you make for the month in here at Hochanda. Right, very briefly, I want to mention those beautiful dies. Now, here we have got, you can buy them in different configurations. If you want all 4, you can. However, some of you are going for just this set of 2. Now, you have got a £5 saving in here. So if you go for this bundle, you have got to look at the beautiful archway in here. Now, think about, it's not just for layered albums. It's not just for the cards that, of course, Lou was using before it. Now, there is a lot of different ways that you can use them. Look at the art. Think about a triptych. Think about the gorgeous way that you can incorporate them inside of a card. If you want to go for this one, you pay £21.98. 768001 is your item number. Now, that £5 saving, remember that one. Now, we have got the second bundle in here, which is the one that Louis started showing. And then we have got another one, which has got that gorgeous kind of banner sort of effect. So you can use it for bunting, but also use the cut into the card element there. Now, you have got a £5 saving. Now, if you're going for both of them, you would have a £10 saving, wouldn't you? Well, no. Actually, you have got a further £4 saving there. So you have got a £14 saving by going for all 4 of them. £39.96 is the price. 920465 is your item number. Let's join back Lou. There she is.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm messing here. Well, I'm just playing because I wanted some more water on that. And I thought, I don't like that, so I'm going to do it again.
Oh, that's the one that you did before.
And sometimes this happens to us all. We'll look here and think, nah, there's something not right, and it wasn't grounded. So I've washed it out a little bit, and now I'm just going to put that. Perfect.
Oh, I love that.
That's miles better. And sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to walk away.
Lou, I remember one time you said that you didn't do clean and simple. You do beautifully. That's clean and simple. That's stunning.
Well, do you know, you've just said about when you're up against it and you've got deadlines and all that, having to get done with it and do it, you stop messing, don't you? You get on with it and you do it. And I think that you need that sometimes, because I'll spend ages choosing something, and if I haven't got that chance, then I don't choose, I just do it. What I've got here is my big and juicy again, and I'm going to use, you can use anything you want, you don't need this. You can use, well, I did have. I'll use my other one instead. Can
I read you an email? Well, not read
oh, yeah,
you,
please do.
You know, it's an email from Julia, and she's saying that she watched you the first time that you came to Hochanda, and she has been watching you ever since, learning lots and lots from you.
Oh.
And of course, she's a big fan.
Oh, thank you so much.
And she is from Barnsley. She's a Barnsley lass.
Hey, good on you. Yeah. Wrong side for me, though.
So she understands you.
I love you, Pally, you're brilliant. All I'm doing now is I'm just showing you that I'm using this pad and just a little bit of this, so simply, and I'm not trying to be neat with it. I'm just using the big and juicy pad, and I'm just putting it on rice paper just to show you how stunning. And I'm changing the direction of the stamp. So this is one of the stamps that you're going to get. And when you think that you can create this wonderful background on, this is rice paper, you can create it on ordinary paper, I'll show in a minute. So in matters of seconds, you can actually create a whole sheet. And you can use this stamp, this is such a clever stamp because it is all one. But you can use this if you want, individual leaves, cut them out, you can actually really, I just want to show you how quick.
I love that.
So that is just one, and I did another one before just to show you that that's so quick. Sometimes it looks better from the behind there, because you've got like a ghost
like
print.
the botanical prints that you had before.
Absolutely.
Now, well, we have a question from Kim from Oundle. Now, it's actually our producer. She's like, oh, could we die cut that?
Absolutely. All this die cuts. Now, if you're die cutting, and it doesn't happen with ours, and I've never had it happen, but I noticed some people put it through the printer as well, and they just need a tiny bit of, if you want to print on top of it, you can. Tiny bit of glue or anything, and tape it to another piece of paper and then put it through your printer. So you can do this and then print on it.
I love it. I was just saying, it's gorgeous to my producers. Like, I just love that paper. It just looks so amazing.
I did so many different sheets of it. It was like quick done, and it was just
fabric onto fabric.
I've got the fabric here, and I was going to ready to show you how nice it looks. But that's just on paper there. I'll just show you this as well. Now, there's not a wrong one in here. There's not a wrong colour at all in this book.
Wrong one?
No, there isn't. And I've got a green version here. I'm going to use this one, or I've got that one there. It don't matter which. So if you're doing this at home, it can be any colour. Just put your colours on, whatever you want. And
of course, if you go for the complete collection, you will have the background stamps, you will have the papers, everything. You will have the dies. It's just, and also think about it, you can flexify it. So the first payment, if you're a Freedom member, will be just £5 more than if you went for just one of the one-day specials. So it makes a lot of sense to
It does, makes total sense. I mean, some of this, I really like this, but when you're making different paper pads and journals and things, you might want the other page to be printed. So I won't show you on that, but I will. I'm just going to open it. Oh, I've already done it, look. Just to show you that we've got that page there, but if you want to do the background, it just fits on there perfectly.
Oh, look at that.
And that's your other page done.
Stamp.
So, I mean, all we need to do is, you know, like last hour, with my journals, if you get the whole thing, you can put holes through that, and you could just bind the whole whole pad. Yeah. And you could have the whole pad as a journal background. So, and then all the backgrounds could be just you adding this, and it also works. I'll show you on top of it as well. If you want to create a really lovely, I'm just going to wipe this over rather than, because I want more of a ghost one. And then I'm using archival on here. If you use the Big and Juicy or your other ones, they react with water, so you get a different image. But I'll just do that lightly. And can you, I hope you can see it.
Yeah.
It's not overpowered.
Yeah, I love this stamp.
It's really clever. You can, like I say, if I wanted to just do that, all I'd have to do is go for one and then I'll just do it on one page to show you. See, because to me this is the back of the paper, but if I'm going to use it in a journal, then...
Yeah, you want to look at that. Just like this.
Now I brought some leaves to do, but I've left them in the car, some proper leaves. I gessoed the back. And I was going to hand stamping on the front so that you can see what they look like. But I just wanted to show you what that looks like with the stamps and how easy it was to do. Now,
5 minutes, yeah.
5 minutes. Right, what I want to do is just show you a little trick I was looking at. And this was, I wanted to create, using the lovely squirrel. And I wanted to create something, but I wanted to do some like a mixed media background, so it's a bit of both, and then create it. So what I wanted to do, oh, where's the other one? I'll show you what the other one is. So
I just love there's something about the continuous element nature of this stamp that looks so good. And the detail.
It is, it's really lovely, and that's just cleaning. But if you die cut images out of that, you get some lovely, I'll just put that on collage. So I was going to use a bit of this on this, but I just wanted to show you what I mean about collage. I have got a real fascination at the moment of finding like lots of layers and papers, and it's a bit like nature, everything's falling on the ground and there's a chaos. So I've been looking at the different patterns and things I've got, and this is what's come out in my journal. So I've been looking at different coloured papers, different languages, different and building them all up because they're all similar colours, similar things. And then we've got all these, and I'm thinking, I can understand how somebody could do that and not want to sort of put a squirrel on it. So how am I going to meld the two? Make it traditional, but a bit different. So I thought what I'd do is, I'm going to leave that to dry overnight, so I won't do it now. Okay. I am just going to put our Mr. Squirrel, and he is a red squirrel, which is fast losing them at the moment. We're very, 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 not extinct, what's that word?
Endangered?
Endangered species, endangered.
Did you know, guys, I just found out, did you know that the red kites that are around here?
Oh, yeah.
You know that actually they were almost extinct, well, they were extinct, and they brought them back from Spain.
Yes.
In the 90s or 80s or something like that. So not just me that is around here, that's from Spain.
Absolutely. And I remember going home, and in the last time I was here, and it almost this red thing. It's gorgeous. Soared up in front of me. I was just like, what? And it was beautiful.
Those magnificent birds, aren't they?
I went to a place where they were breeding, and they feed them there, and you can go and watch it.
Oh, that's
and it was like there's nothing there, and then suddenly the sky was full, and it was a bit horrendous but beautiful, if that makes sense. So I've just stamped Mr. Squirrel or Mrs. Squirrel.
Do you know how we call them in Spain? They're Milanos.
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 Milanos. I love Spanish and French and Italian. I like the way it sounds. So I've got.
I like English.
You're very good at it. You're better than me.
I wish.
You're better than me. Whoa. Right. I don't want him sort of lost in the background yet. So what I'm going to do is just going to put a bit of my good old negative painting. I'll finish this tomorrow because I think people might want to see how I work trying to bring two very different elements together. So I've got this tiny bit of water.
We have got a minute and a half. What?
That's all.
A minute and a half?
That's the wrong brush for a start.
It's always the way, isn't it? With you and me, it's like I always forget the time.
Well, I just carry on and carry on. I just don't shut up. So all I'm doing is I'm putting a very light wash around him, so that I'm allowing the paint really to do its own little thing. So I don't want, this will dry a lot lighter than this. So by putting red in the background, you're going to think, whoa, he's going to be invisible. But you'd be surprised when I start to put him in darker red. So just lay the background down like that. And then allow that. Can you see how this is like, it's got a coating on it, and you can just see where it's drying and not drying, and allow the ink to seep in. And you can keep doing that, but I'm not going to have time now. And then the next layer, all you do is you don't go out as far. I'll just do this. Tiny bit of water.
Kim is admiring your big juicy brush there.
Oh, yes. Oh,
what a brush.
Everything's big.
We have about 20 seconds.
Right. Leave it like that till tomorrow. Yeah, everything's big about me, including my mouth.
Now, Lou, you will be back at 8, 12 and 4 p.m. That is if they're in the stock last. Do check out your baskets for the complete collection or the smaller one-day special. It's up to you. See you later.